just, you cradle them more.
I think Roxanne would endeavor to do her best. I think she might get a little distracted by herself in the mirror. Or, so she would, if something would happen, she would definitely feel bad. But I think something would definitely happen, like it would be like checking herself out in the mirror, or like thinking Gregory's in the corner or something, get distracted and be like, oh no!
I think she'd try out makeup on the baby. Try to glam up the baby.
Oh, for sure, and like little press-on nails.
Yes.
Put a little bow in the hair. Like,
that would be the most drippy baby ever.
That would be Glamrock Baby.
Glamrock Baby. That's a character, baby.
Yeah,
it's circus baby, literal baby.
I mean, a literal.
Are we writing this down?
Yeah.
Great question. Thank you very much. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Devin. FNaF has a lot of theories, so if you guys know any or remember them, what is your favorite? Whether it's became true or completely not.
Now I want to preface this. Just because it's our favorite doesn't mean it's true or we're confirming anything. That said, I do like the theory that the soul of Michael is in Glamrock Freddy, and that he's trying to make up for what he did back then to his little brother. Again, all speculation, none of it actually canon, but I do like thinking that's his motivations behind wanting to protect Gregory.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't be able to even confirm because I specifically tell them to not tell me things, so I can't actually spoil anything even if I wanted to.
They wouldn't anyway, but
they wouldn't tell you.
That extra assurance.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even want the ability to confirm or deny something. That said, I really enjoy the various Gregory theories. I really enjoy them, like, there's the robot one, there's like all these other reasons for why Roxanne has the fixation. Like there's just something so interesting happening with that character that you really just don't know where it's gonna go next. You really just don't know, because it's all sort of, you could see it go one way or another, but there's clearly some kind of very profound connection between the two, especially when you see how Roxanne treats Cassie. So yeah, theories surrounding that are always like, I love listening to them because I genuinely want to know what the deal is, and I don't. So,
but not from the source.
Oh no. I want to find out as everybody finds out, or rather, if in the future I get to read something, I want to find out. But as of right now, I know as much as you. I have no idea.
We love to share in the excitement. If something ever gets revealed, we're right there with you going, no! Yeah.
No way! Like even with Ruin, like as I was reading it, essentially, is how I found out, like, but even then, like, I didn't 100% know. Like when you read it, you don't know what's actually gonna end up in the game. You're just reading stuff, right? So even then, you're like, I need to either watch somebody play it or play it myself to find out what's actually in the game.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh, there's so many I can't remember, but one of the ones is the one where Michael could be possessing Glamrock.
That would be cool if true,
That's a great question. Thank you very much. Hi, what's your name?
Zoe.
Zoe,
Hi.
amazing.
Thank you so much. Just out of
I knew that was
out of curiosity, out of every single FNaF character you've ever voiced, what's your favorite to voice and why?
See, that question always gives me so much trouble because I feel like if I ever picked one that would be like and this is just me. I feel like that would do disservice to the others because like there's so many people that have just this character as their favorites, and there's so many things that I love about each and every one of them. But that said, I do have a special place in my heart when I voice characters that don't kill children.
That is a bonus, yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
My favorite jump scare.
Yeah, right? I treat every single one sort of separately, and I try not to actually.
Thank you for not killing children.
Because they're also.
An apple one too. That's a green one. Hold on. Yeah, keep talking, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Sorry.
No, the bag's right there. Help yourself.
Oh my God, he's got the whole stash. Okay, I'll keep talking. I'll distract them while you get me. Yeah. So I don't have a favorite, but there is a certain joy to again voicing Gregory because of just the energy and sort of I never know what comes next, and I really have a lot of fun with that, honestly. But thank you. But with everything else, like yeah, they're all really fun in their own way.
So cool. Great question. Thank you. Zoe. Hey. Well, I don't know you. Okay, what's your name?
What's going on, guys? Victor here once again. Hope you're all doing fantastic today, everybody.
Hi, Victor.
I'm doing fantastic. I love your energy.
All right, Victor. Like, are you like a tuber, broadcaster, podcaster? Yeah. You got that voice.
I really played the Five Nights at Freddy's games lately. Actually, the most recent one is Five Nights with Max Tonight. It's the McDonald's character from the 80s. But speaking of fan games, Kellen, was it true that you were a voice cameo in Day Shift at Freddy's 2?
I don't remember. How long ago was that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I wish I could get more. Yeah, it was so long ago. Scott doesn't really. It must have been before Scott told me to not do fan games. He doesn't really. He likes the voices to stay canon, and I respect that.
It's the same reason why we can't always like voice like meme requests and things
Yeah.
like that. Like we need special approval to do all of that.
Has to be appropriate,
Absolutely. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Julio, and I have a question for both of y'all.
You by the way, you just that is incredible, and I can't stop looking at you.
I'm sorry. I chose green. I know it's not creative, but it's my favorite.
Sorry.
Alright.
Continue with your question.
As you know, in Security Breach, both of you protect your own little person, being Cassie and Gregory. What would happen? Would that work if y'all switch places with each other's little buddies? Like Roxanne Wolf was taking care of Gregory, and Cassie was taking care of Glamrock.
That's interesting. You'd be protecting yourself.
I mean,
Yeah.
for sure. I was just thinking, like, if Roxanne Wolf got her hands on Gregory, I don't think that would end well.
Talk about self-love.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, I'm already like trying to kill my own character
That's
as Vanny.
That's right.
So I'm like hunting myself throughout the game. Anyway, yeah. I mean, if Roxanne Wolf was actually charged with protecting Gregory, or like as they are. Start protecting. I mean, I think should be great, but they'd be both an absolute menace. They would be like rampaging through the pizza place together. Like neither of them have any chill at all. Like I feel like Glamrock Freddy has such like a nice calming influence, protective influence, whereas the other Glamrocks are not quite as calm and grounded, and so it's adding fuel to the fire, really.
Sorry for whoever has this mic. My hand's stickier than the can. And I can't find my hand sanitizer.
You're fine. It's
What
a
was
really
the
nice
question?
surprise.
And how helping Embers, helping with Cassie.
Ooh, yeah. Freddy helping Cassie. That'd be interesting. I feel like she would, I feel like she would sort of yassify him a little bit. Maybe give him some eyeliner as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. There'd be some of that, but I feel like there would be a very like goody two shoes kind of
Little bit. We
Very.
both care about the rules a lot.
very rule abiding, whereas the other two would be just like
Cassie would not be banned
Rip
from
and
the
tear.
daycare, come to think of it. Not that that's canon or anything. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
But yeah, Son really likes rules.
yeah, absolutely.
Fun question. Thank you.
Yeah, none of this is canon. Disclaimer. Please don't put it on the
Completely
internet.
non-canon.
Please do not put it on the
The
internet.
opinions expressed by the actors do not reflect the copyright and trademark owners of the game.
This is not lore.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
No lore drops here.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Jackson, and my question for the both of you. My brother's been pursuing voice acting for a very long time, and we've bonded over the years playing all the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Out of any of the moments, what was your I made it moment as a voice actor in voice acting?
It's actually not with Five Nights at Freddy's, and it wasn't voice acting. So I also do a lot of motion capture. I have a bit of a stunt background. I do screen work. I do a little bit of everything. But I had played a lot of thousands of hours in Destiny 2. And when an audition came through for body mocap for Destiny 2, which previously was only done in the States, so that they came to the UK, I was like, oh my god. But also, I saw that audition for Eris Morn and Savathun, and especially Eris Morn is like a really iconic character in the Destiny franchise. I was like, okay, everybody else might as well not bother, because I got this. I know exactly why she moves the way she moves. And I got the part, and I was there, and I walked onto the volume, which is what you call the mocap stage, with all those infrared cameras around you, with all the dots on my body and everything, wearing a Velcro suit. Essentially, that's what you wear. And I had done mocap dozens of times before, that was not new, but I walked onto that volume, and you have this big screen where they do the live previs of what's happening, so you have a grayed out character, and they had loaded the character model of Eris Morn onto that screen. And so that character, Eris Morn on that screen, was moving as me, as I was walking around the volume. And I was just looking at that, and I'm like, God damn, somebody's chopping onions. I actually cried. I was like, I'm working on a game that I've spent thousands of hours in, thinking maybe one day I'll be part of something of this nature. And that really got me. And that was a little bit before Five Nights at Freddy's, and then Five Nights at Freddy's hit. And that was like,
That's
oh my
fair.
God. Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking about it. There's just there's a ton of those now. I'm really grateful and lucky to say. There was I got my SAG card, my Taft-Hartley off of a feature movie. That was a big day for me.
Which one?
Rock Dog. If anybody's ever heard of that one, yeah. It's a movie from 2016, I want to say. Yeah. Have you heard? 2017. Okay, thank you. Rock Dog fan. I got to voice for a Transformers thing, and that's my special interest. It was a little tie-in video game, but it was still like, yeah. I mean, Funtime Freddy was a big one for me when I first went to my first convention, SAC Anime, also in 2017, and saw like this room was filled in Sacramento. When I got to do gorilla vocals for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and go onto the box lot and do it on a giant soundstage, that was so much fun. I don't know, there's a few of them I'm really grateful to say.
Well, great question. Thank you. Hey, what's your name?
Marcos. It's kind of sort of like a follow-up question. What do you say for people who have the motivation to want to try out for voice acting or any sort of acting in general, given maybe from experience or any others?
I'll give some of the slightly unusual answer, which is something I found that helped me a lot. So I didn't go to drama school, I went to business school. And I found that has helped me a lot because it is the entertainment business, and there's a whole thing about, the people around you, the team you build up, that is all business. That is all, you need to understand how to read contracts. You need to understand what you're reading. It's more important than ever to understand what you're reading and what you're signing. Understand your financials. Even if you have an accountant, you need to understand what they're doing. You need to understand how marketing works. What are your options? all these soft skills that you also get alongside that. That information is actually critical for any artist these days if you want to make a living doing this. If I'm spending about 25% of my time actually acting, that is a good ratio because everything else is all these activities that lead up to you actually doing the core job. That is now my answer, because obviously you need to go to acting class, you need to do that work. But people kind of get a little bit lost, I think, when they enter the industry and the business of it, because it can be very intimidating. And there's a lot of people, unfortunately, who then like to take advantage of people just starting out and get money from you, and all that. Basically, be very savvy of that side of things, not just the artistry.
Yeah, no, but like you were saying, also definitely cutting your teeth with theater. It really helped me out taking that on early. I would say now more than ever, create your own content online. Find your group online that you can like voice act for each other's stuff with. Maybe build up your own indie cartoon or fan dub or what have you. That is the best practice, just going out and doing it.
Acting is a muscle. So that's another reason why I'm not such a big fan of drama schools, like these long form ones, because it's not like you go to school and you're like, I now know acting, and then you don't ever take an acting class ever again. You have to keep practicing all the time. It's like, I like to compare it to athletes. Athletes don't go to athletics school for 4 years and then come out of it and then never train again. They just, do the thing. It doesn't work that way. So acting is something you constantly have to sort of work out. And so as long as you do classes continuously, whether that's on Zoom, like that is a totally legitimate way of taking it, because I know some people like don't have access to acting classes that they like immediately, or maybe it's not, doesn't suit them. There's plenty of stuff you can do online, but like just work on your acting regularly with different people. Don't get too stuck with one technique, one person, and just keep working at that and then do everything else that we just, it's a lot of work.
It is,
but it's worth it.
It is so worth it.
So worth it.
It's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Exactly.
There you go. And I look forward to hosting you on stage. Okay.
Soon.
Yes. Hi, what's your name?
Daphne. So my question is, out of all the FNaF games, which was your favorite and why?
I like the Ruin DLC for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I really like working on that.
I mean, yeah. If we're going for a favorite one to work on, Security Breach was great because it was the first time that I was able to have a director with me. Like up until that point, I was just sort of doing multiple takes of the lines and sending them in to Scott, and he chose what's what. But I never had like a director, and a really fun one like J-Top and Brian to let me improv and explore and all that. So that was my favorite to work on. I really like FNaF 2 as well. I love the shiny aesthetic and I love Mangle, but I think my favorite is FNaF World because it's just so different. I love different and obscure things. I love exploring stuff that is away from the mainstream. If that makes me a hipster, cool. I like to explore all areas.
Is Ultimate Custom Night the one that has Nightmare Freddy?
Nightmare?
We took Nightmare, okay, 4, yeah. I just love Nightmare Freddy's design, so that's...
But I think Nightmare was also in UCM. That was just sort of like a simulator.
Okay, well, I like the ones with Nightmare Freddy. It's been a while. But I really love really creepy, like, kind of like
Nightmare Freddy.
Gnarly, like, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, I love that stuff. I love it.
Do you have a favorite?
My favorite is like FNaF 2.
All right, there you go. Fun question. Thank you. Yeah, but we're talking to the next person in line. What you got?
If you could spend the night with any animatronic, which one would it be?
tonight.
Glamrock Freddy because he seems nice and won't kill me.
We will order pizza
Yeah!
and drink fizzy fats and play video games until the morning.
Yay!
As long as your parents are all right with it, of course. We want to get you to bed by a good time if it's on the school.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Angela, and I'm just wondering, have you guys had a chance to watch the new Secret of the Mimic trailer? And do you guys have any personal reactions or thoughts that you'd like to share? Obviously, not canon. I get that.
I like the mushroom. I like the design of it. I like that it was squash.
Yeah, same. I was like, mushroom! Mushroom! Oh my god! No, it just looks really cool. It looks really cool. I really like it. They always are.
Great question, thank you. And next, come on up. Hey, what's your name?
What is your favorite line in Security Breach?
I really liked. There were so many good ones. There's the classic
Way to go, superstar.
That's always my go-to. But I really liked him robbing when Gregory was shining a flashlight in my eyes.
Why though? Yeah, but why though?
Yeah, they let me go for like 10 minutes just coming up with stuff for that. That is a special memory and good heart view.
I mean, one of my favorite lines, we recorded for Security Breach, but ended up making it into Ruin, which is like, give me back my eyes! But also, the other favorite is the outrage of like, I was like, it's just a very relatable line for anybody to be locked into a Pizzaplex. And like, 5 hours? I'm not gonna last 5 minutes in here! I thought
So
that was hashtag relatable.
So real.
Sounds good. Okay, great. All right. We got a few minutes left, but I think if we go to a lightning round, I think we can take care of this whole line. What do you say? We'll try
Let's
that.
do it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna start in the rear, work my way to the front. So, okay, real quick. What's your name? What's your question?
My name's Wayne, and I want to ask, down the elevator in Security Breach, why is it called Fazbear Frights and down the elevator in FNaF 6?
We don't know.
No
I
idea.
wish we did, because I'm curious too.
Yeah, I'd love to know. If you
We'll
find
figure it
out,
out.
let us know.
Right. What's your name?
My name is Noah.
What you got?
What's your favorite chapter, and what's your favorite character in the same exact chapter your favorite?
In which game?
Like in any of the games.
Oh man.
Favorite.
Favorite, I guess favorite act in yeah, I don't know. There's something special about the Funtime Freddy room in Sister Location. That's where it all started for me.
It's the chase at the end of Ruin as well. I like that. I like that sort of, the ending of Ruin is very cool.
Cool one. Okay, what's your name? What's your question?
My name's Charlie. And I was wondering if you guys know the amount of people who simp for your characters.
We're aware.
Yeah, we are aware.
I think we're good on that. All right. What's your name? What's your question?
My name's Nicholas. If you listen to any of the FNaF fan songs, which one's your favorite?
I like what Coming Up in the World Tonight by DA Games. That was
I don't know. Oh my god, I haven't thought about it. I just every single one is really fun.
one of
Like,
Dolkar's maybe.
yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
All right. What's your okay.
Dokar.
Hi. What's your name?
Dokar.
My name's Franco. What's your how do you know what voice is right for each character?
You never really do. You just sort of throw it out there, and
Yeah.
if people like it, they do. If they don't, they don't. But it's all about trusting your gut and your heart.
Yeah, literally. Like I think more about the character and where they are and how they're feeling, and then I open my mouth and a noise comes out, and that's it.
Yeah, physicality helps too.
Yeah.
Like I came up with Sun. He's all nasally because he's got that long nose. I figure he has a deviated septum or something.
And with Gregory, for example, I'm thinking, well, he's small, talking to big animatronics, so he's probably looking up all the time and kind of straining to be heard. You know, like you're kind of like trying just to get your point across with this 8-foot thing.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so that was like a big one for him. Like that's why he sounds like he's straining all the time. It's because it's like he's big
it's about me. They need to hear me.
Fun question. Thank you. Okay. And all right, bring us home, young man. What's your name?
Ryder,
What you got?
what's the best FNaF game?
That's a controversial one.
Controversial.
That is a controversial one.
I'm just gonna say security breach because that's where
We're
I
biased.
started. I'm biased. I am
biased.
not objective about this at all. So for me, it's security breach.
I mean, I would say Ultimate Custom Night kind of has, like, it was like sort of the accumulation. It's like the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate of the universe. So I think it has a good claim to the title.
Do you have one you think is best?
My favorite is FNaF 1.
Can't be the classic.
Yeah.
Can't be the classic.
There you go.
Thank you for
So
waiting.
absolutely. Hi guys, I'm Patty. My question is, are there any upcoming projects you may be allowed to talk about?
I have a B horror movie coming out. So for people who like indie horror, it's called St. Patrick's Day Massacre, and I'm gonna let you guess when it comes out. It's basically Friday the 13th, but in Dublin on St. Patrick's Day. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And then I have something else that I can't really talk about. We're gonna start filming in Scotland, and it's gonna be another action thriller, very physically intense. That's gonna come out 2026, but that's all I can share for now.
Right on. Does anyone here like Ben 10? Right on. There you go, mine too. We have this channel called the Ink Tank, and we're currently producing this motion web comic about what happens when Ben 10 meets Danny Phantom 5 years after the end of their series. And it's getting really, really good. It's got a lot of cool voice actors in it, and we're working really hard on it, so you should check that out. And does anyone here like Spider-Man? We have a new cartoon coming out right now called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I'm lucky enough to play a symbiote in it, as well as Vincent Patillo, or Patillo. So please do check that out. It's coming out on Disney Plus right now. Next Wednesday is the season finale, so yeah, it's almost all out.
And one final question. Would you like to take a picture with this lovely audience?
Absolutely.
Always.
All
Let's do it.
right. So there's only 2 bucks. Like I said, invite everybody to come towards the stage. Not on the stage. Towards the stage, you want to take a picture of this amazing cast and all of you. And if you're interested, you may purchase a hard copy of this at any of our merch tables, and you may download it at our Flickr account in a few weeks when we upload it. All the pictures taken by our staff photographers are available for download. And as always, if you have not already, sign up for the GalaxyCon email newsletter. That will give you the links to everything as they drop.